What is good, y'all? Happy Wednesday morning. It's 7:40 a.m. here on Wednesday. Just finished editing today's video that is rendering right now. Went and watered my plants. My mom was here. She planted some flowers in my front here, right here next to my Ukraine flag. Plant some flowers. My job is every morning and night not to kill them. So let's see if I can not kill flowers, guys. Let's see if I'm responsible enough to kill some flowers. Pulled all my walnut orders from last day's show. Everything is right here. That is all pulled. Said hi to my visitors. You guys see I got some visitors over here. Look at these. Look at all these. Got my visitors coming. You guys see them? I don't want to scare them off, so I want to stay a little far away. They're out here eating something. I don't know what's on my grass they like. But they're out here nibbling. We did all that. And now we're going to go and pack the whatnot orders from yesterday's show. So, okay, so I had a pretty good show yesterday. Very happy with how things went. I'm going to go now pack all these up and then bring you guys back when I'm ready to pull my eBay orders and Poshmark orders. I don't think I have anything that sold on Mercari last night, so I'm gonna be bringing you back when we pulled those. Yesterday, after I was done recording with you guys, I watched Poppy's show and just went straight to bed. I was gonna edit, but I was just too tired, so I went straight to bed. Woke up early this morning, finished the video. It's about 32 minutes long. Very happy with how it turned out. Probably gonna right now actually title it and thumbnail it before I edit before I ship out the whatnot orders. If I can do that first, and then I'll bring you guys back when it's time to pull the eBay stuff. Alright, it is 8:44 in the morning. I packed all my whatnot, including stuff right here and this whole bin right there. So whatnot is packed. The YouTube video is titled and thumbnailed. It's now time to pull what's sold on eBay, my second eBay, and on Poshmark. I just took a big offer, guys, on my second eBay for the Nancy Drew book. I just took an $80 offer on it. Let's see if they pay before I'm done shipping here and get that shipped out. It was listed for 100. The guy sent me an offer for 60. I countered with 90. They countered with 7. They countered with 80. And they accepted the $80 offer for the first book. Remember, I paid $20, guys, for all of them. The first book is now sold. Well, sold. I don't know if it's paid, but sold. Let's go to Garage 7. We're grabbing our first Poshmark order. I sold some Cole Haan or Ann Taylor. What did I sell? I know I sold more loafers, guys. I told you guys about these on Monday when I was shipping. How we should Cole Haan men's burgundy loafers. Let me see what they look like. Got little tassels on them. These are for 25 bucks, and not the greatest sale, but again, if they want $5 or less for these at sales, and they do sell, and you go to an estate sale. I think I got this in an estate sale actually. I think for like $2. If you go to an estate sale and you don't find anything there, instead of leaving empty-handed, grab this and make some money on it. These are look like Cole Haan, like leather Oxfords and loafers with some tassels on them. Right here, nothing too spectacular, but usually if it's a brand recognized like Cole Haan, you usually get some decent money for them. Ellen Edmonds do really good with those as well, but those, I think people know that brand a lot better, so people usually pick that up a lot faster. But 25 bucks on Poshmark. And then in Garage 6, finally sold this, but sold for 50 bucks. I think I paid $2 for it at a yard sale in Englewood last year. So it took about a year to sell, and 2 and 250, we take that. This is the first like offer I had on it too. I had it listed for like $80 and I dropped a couple times, and no offers, no nothing, and this is the first offer I got for 50 bucks. So I took it. It's really cool. It's like a candelabra, Scandinavian with a bunch of gnomes and stuff. Like, gives me Christmas vibes, and I picked it up because it looks really cool. $2, I was like, yeah, worth a shot. There was no markings or anything on it. I Google Lensed it at home, figured out what it was, and sold it. So there we go, 2 and 250 right there. We take that as well. So that's the Poshmark sales. On my first eBay store, they're both inside. So this is my eBay store of stuff that was listed from before, not my new eBay store where I'm listing things now. My old eBay store, again, all I do on this store is just end and relist when the time is right, send aggressive offers to move things, and that's about it. Right here, I sold this thing right here, the light of my life, Star Wars songs. I think this came with a big bundle of stuff that I paid $10 for at a yard sale that had like records and 45s and stuff, and try to maximize what I could get for this. So I listed everything that I had. In the future, I probably wouldn't list something like this. Probably just make a big lot and send them to Whatnot. But this Star Wars little sheet music thing sold for $10, so we can't complain there. $10 is $10. Then we had a big sale, a $250 sale on eBay as well. And I don't think you guys were able to see this one on my main channel, because I think this is one of the sales that got destroyed when my SD card got destroyed. I'm gonna keep saying that and breaking my heart every time I say it, but that's what happened. I paid $20 for this. This is a good day too. Unfortunately, I remember this day I found a sale with another Wagnerware Magnolite dish at a yard sale. I got a bunch of really cool paperweights at a yard sale this day. I got a piece of jewelry that's $500 this day. It's a really good day of yard sales for the SD card to be destroyed on. and this is all like one big community sale. And the first sale I went to at this community sale was this one right here. It was a cash counting, and in there I got this cash machine that counts cash for you for $20. If you guys actually seen on my main channel today, I posted another video where I almost buy another cash counting machine. This is a Glory GFB. I did test it, it does turn on. It counts money for you. This thing right here sold for $250 on eBay. I paid $20 for it, so we take that 20 into 250. We take that all day. Now on my new eBay account, they did pay for it. Heck yeah, they paid for the book. Orders, I got 3 sales on my new eBay account. They're all pretty decent. First is the book for $80, $80 book. Let's grab that first. The only book I listed yesterday, which now makes me kind of motivated to list more if they're going to be selling this fast. And I may have like close to $1,000 in books. $1,000 is $1,000. You know, we could definitely get that done. The Bungalow Mystery. Here it is right here. Bungalow Mystery. This book sold for $80. I gotta go find that sale. I have to find it. Unfortunate is that it wasn't marked anywhere. It wasn't on a map or anything like that, so I can't like go back and try to find where the sale was. I was driving towards the sale, and I can kind of remember the area where I was in Palm Harbor, where I was driving towards the sale. And I'm gonna try to go to that area this weekend and hopefully find it again, because I gotta buy all of her Nancy Drew books if they're gonna be this good. So yeah, that book sold for $80. DVD collection series. I got this weekend as well. Stanley Kubrick DVD set. This is from a yard sale on Thursday that I got. So I go pick it on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. This happened from Thursday of this week as well. I went to yard sale in Clearwater and bought a bunch of stuff from her. A lot of stuff that I already sold on Whatnot. I had some really nice Coach bags from her. And I think there's a Dooney and Burke bag in there. And Vera Bradley bags and there's other things. And had some DVD sets from her. Some really nice golf shirts. I think I paid like $60 at this yard sale for a bunch of stuff. But I already got my money back just from the Whatnot sale that I had. And this was part of it too. Stanley Kubrick collection DVD set. It just has Lolita, Dr. Strangelove, Space Odyssey, Clockwork Orange, Fullmetal Jacket, The Shining, all the DVDs. Usually when I see a DVD set at a garage sale, I pick it up, because usually if they want a couple bucks for it, because you know they do sell pretty well. But for $30, and again, sold very, very fast. So we take that. And the last sale on the new eBay store, also inside. Also bought this weekend. Yeah, this weekend on Saturday. I went to a community sale on Saturday and bought things at pretty much 2 sales. Actually, when I went back to look over the footage, I probably want to be sharing things from the first sale because my camera was pointing down the whole time at the first sale. So half the stuff that I bought the first sale, you won't be able to see, which sucks because I got a bunch of nice Starbucks tumblers from her at the first sale, and Starbucks cups, and all these things that I've mainly all sold already on Whatnot. So won't be able to see. Oh, I got some cool pocket knives from her too. But the second sale I got things had a bunch of Yadro in it. You guys should already know by now Yadro is very good. And I sold one of the Yadro pieces on my Whatnot, and then I brought one to eBay. This is a playing the flute figure. I paid $5 each for the figures. I think the one I sold on Whatnot sold for like $20 something. This one sold for $95. And I have one more listed on my eBay store. I think that one's listed for like $60, I believe. Where are you, Yadro? Yadro, 60, yes. So all the stuff from that sale is listed. Also, I got a bunch of Snoopy stuff from that sale. I brought all of that to Whatnot, and that all sold already. So good yard sale there for me. A bunch of stuff sold, all the stuff is listed. Like you see, guys, I'm trying to keep up pretty well with the stuff that I've been buying. The only stuff I have left from this weekend to list is just the Nancy Drew stuff that's over here, sticking over my counter. And then this stuff right here I have to test. These are really cool animated Christmas things. I gotta put batteries in them and test them. We got like Santa farting on the fire. We got the dancing tree. You guys know I love this animated Christmas stuff. We got Hip Hop Santa over here. So I gotta get batteries and test all those and bring them to Whatnot or to eBay and list those as well. But that's all that's sold on eBay, on Posh. Another really good day. 250, 70, and 100, another 50. I mean, like this, if this is all I was doing, I'd be very happy. We got $50 right here. We got 100 right here, 250 right here, 30 right here, 25 right there. Where's the book? 70 right there. So really good day. Like again, this is all I was doing. I'll be very happy. But knowing that's like my my side money right now, that my main money is like I'm paying my bills with the YouTube and the Whatnot, and then that's the extra, makes me even more happier. Yeah, so let me pack those guys up and come back to you guys when I'm done. It's almost 9 p.m. now, 9 a.m. now. Hopefully I'll be done in about 30 minutes. All right, it is 9:19. You guys can see that, 9:19. Everything is done. Everything is packed out the door, ready for my mail lady. In 1, 2, 3 packages, 3 boxes, I guess. Awesome. Very productive, very happy with how today's going. A little shout out to my mail lady if she's watching. This is the best mail lady I've ever had in my life. You guys remember my issues in my old house in Northport with packages, and like saying that she picked up my packages and she never did, and then when a lot of times she would complain when I was there about them. So this lady right here that I have is amazing. I have her number. I text her when I'm ready for her to come, and she comes. Sometimes if I'm not ready in the morning, she comes in the afternoon when she's on the way back and all that stuff. I text her in the morning, hey, today I'll be available at 3. If she goes, sometimes she goes, hey, I don't have your route today, but I'll tell the person who has your route to come at 3. I mean, just the best. She's the best. If I see her out there, I help her with the packages. I go give her a drink, and she's gonna get a nice tip for Christmas. I can tell you that for sure. Love the mail lady. She's awesome. Right now, what I'm going to do is edit these right here. I'm gonna edit these because tomorrow I want these logs to go up, and I'm gonna edit yesterday and the day before and see how much footage I have, and see if it's not too much to put in today's as well, because I'm trying to be up to date as much as possible and not make as many videos as possible, but be up to date as much as possible with these videos. So that means, like, if you guys are watching this tomorrow on Thursday, that's pretty up to date, you know. So if I can fit 3 days into one video and it won't be too much, I'll do it. I'll see. But if it's like, if I have like if it's Monday and Tuesday footage and it's already like 40 minutes, we're not gonna add this day into it. But if it's like 30 minutes or less, we will add today as well. So I guess you guys will know on Thursday if I added this or not, or if not, you're probably seeing this on Saturday or Sunday. That's kind of how you'll know. Anyways, let me put you guys down and edit real quick. It's 9:20. Let's see how long this takes me. I'm guessing by 10:20 I should be done. So that took me a little longer than expected because as you see it's 10:25. So maybe 5 minutes longer than expected because this video, guys, is 1 hour and 11 minutes long. 2 days. 2 days of footage, 1 hour and 11 minutes. I did not realize I vlogged that much. Holy moly. I was like, oh, maybe it's 30 minutes. I have to add today to it too. I do not have to add today to it too. Holy moly, did I vlog a lot. 1 hour and 11 minutes. So while I was doing that, I was actually at the same time cross-posting to Vendo. I of course posted everything from yesterday into Vendo. I got that taken care of. I also, all my things that didn't sell on yesterday's show, I cloned them to my Saturday and tomorrow's show as well. So I was getting other things done while this was happening at the same time. But holy minutes, 1 hour, holy minutes, holy moly, 1 hour and 11 minutes for the first vlog. I guess we're back. We're back. You guys that wanted vlogs, you guys wanted longer videos, I delivered. 1 hour, 11 minutes for the first vlog. What a time to be alive. So right now I'm gonna go to my dryer because I did some laundry. The shirt that I sold yesterday was washed and dried, so I had to do laundry with everything else. I'm gonna go and just put my laundry away. So it's 10:30. I have to eat in an hour and a half, and probably have to go to the gym before that. So I'm gonna probably list some Nancy Drew books. I'm gonna just focus on that today. I'm not listing anything besides Nancy Drew. Today we'll focus on Nancy Drew, Nancy Drew, Nancy Drew. That's what we're doing. We're not really gonna be doing much whatnot stuff or anything like that. I'm gonna get as much Nancy Drew as possible listed. So we're gonna be focusing on her and getting all that done. My goal today is to list at least 25 Nancy Drew books. If let's say they're $30 each, right? Say $30 each. If I can list 25 of them, that's a lot of money I can be potentially adding to my bank account. So I'm gonna do laundry, I'm gonna list some Nancy Drew, and then in about 45 minutes I'm gonna head to the gym, get my workout in, and then come home, get my protein shake, and we'll make lunch. For lunch today we got my mom's specialty. Got some pili mani. She made me a bunch while she was here. And you guys know these are little pockets of dough, pockets of goodness, pockets of greatness. We're gonna have that for lunch, and then for dinner I'm gonna defrost a steak. And we're probably gonna cook it on the cast iron today. I don't think I'm gonna get the grill going. Probably cook it on the cast iron. I really want to start a grill just for one steak, so we'll probably do some cast iron steak action for dinner. We also have volleyball today, guys. Volleyball's coming up today, so we love that. That's at 6 p.m. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the plan for the day. Let me put you guys down and continue to work. Alright, y'all. I don't know if I'm crazy or what's happening, or maybe I'm asking too much, but I just listed these 5 right here that I have. A Mystery, a Lilac Inn, Secret of Shadow Ranch, Secret of Redgate Farm, and Secret of the Old Clock, and the Hidden Staircase. I listed these 5 for like $700. Maybe I'm crazy for asking that much, but we'll see. I listed those 5. I still could list all of these, but I don't want to flood the market with the same book multiple times. So I already listed one version of the Staircase, one version of Shadow Range, and one version of Lilac Inn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these to the side, store them in my office, and wait for Hidden Staircase or Range or Lilac Inn to sell, and then list my other ones, because as of now I have the only one on the market of all those books. There's nothing else on eBay like this that is mine, besides the one that I have. So what's the point of me listing the same book multiple times and making people think that there's a bunch of quantities of these when I control the market? So I'm gonna just list those off, and then as soon as they sell, I'm just gonna sell similar on them and take pictures of these books and post them in its place, and go from there. But holy moly, man, if these things are this valuable, I do have to find the lady and buy the rest of them from her. So I'll store these away. I'm gonna store the ones I listed away, and then I'm gonna go list the other ones that are probably gonna, I think that the market value from what I've researched so far is gonna drop quite a bit from these to the next ones. Next ones I'm probably listing at about $20 each, I think, from what I've learned. Like, I think all of these right here are at least $20 books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I brought already 5 over here. So I think these are $20 books, which still $20 a book. I have 15 books there. It's $300 right there. So we're gonna go through those next, and then go to the gym. Probably list aside 5 of those, go to the gym, and then continue on afterwards. But like $700 in books right here, guys. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Okay, we're back from the gym. I met up with Pin Picker, local guy here who buys things from me from Whatnot. Did local pickup because I picked up a Starbucks tumbler. I am cooking my pili right now, getting those cooked, and all of that. I mean, this doesn't take. You guys might think this is like impressive. It's legit. You boil water and you wait for them to rise. That's pretty much what cooking pili means. It's not a very impressive technique whatsoever. The impressive thing is making them, and my mom makes them from scratch. The dough from scratch, the meat, the onions, all that, and then it takes very like look at these things. It takes a very like dainty thing to like put these together, the dough. That's the hard part. The boiling part is easy. And that's I'm not really doing anything magical here. All I'm doing is just boiling some water and putting those in there. So that's the easy part. But yeah, we're cooking those right now. I'm gonna have a little lunch. Probably take a shower after the gym and continue to list. I'm gonna continue to list Nancy Drew until the sun goes down. That's pretty much it. I just talked to somebody on Facebook who wants to buy the disc that I listed, the case that I listed. All right, I'll pay then. Sounds good. I listed the Pokemon case for 15 bucks, and he wants to buy it on Facebook, but he wants me to ship it to him. He lives in Florida, so I told him to take 5 bucks extra, and I told him I could ship it on Friday. So if I still have it on Friday, I'll ship it to him on Friday. And you go, another cross-posting sale on Facebook. Guys, take advantage of Facebook. I've noticed a big change in my sales is when I took it to only a local only. I used to have everything local and shipping turned on. I went to local only, and I noticed a big spike on my views, and people still want this stuff shipped. So people, like, he lives in Jacksonville, he still saw it on his marketplace because I guess I'm close enough to him in Jacksonville. So people can still want things shipped. I shipped my Magnolite Wagnerware like Dutch oven for 200 bucks a couple weeks ago on Facebook. You guys will not know about that because the footage got destroyed. Can you tell I'm salty by my footage getting destroyed? Can you guys tell I'm salty by my footage getting destroyed? I don't know if I'm making this clear about how salty I am, but my footage getting destroyed. So it looks like they are cooked. Now here's a little trick of the trade here. You have to be Ukrainian to understand this trick. I get one of my little ramekins. By the way, I got these ramekins from a $150 yard sale. I could have listed for these, but these are really cool, so I decided to keep it for myself. I can bake things in them. I can use them for sauces. So this is how you make the dipping sauce if you're Ukrainian for these pili. People just use sour cream, and that's okay as well. But what I do is I grab some of the broth that it was cooked in before dumping it out, and then I grab some vinegar. It's right here. Dump a little bit, then not too much. You don't want it too vinegary. And then black pepper. And you mix those three together and magic happens. Okay, you mix those two together and just something magical occurs. You get the ultimate sauce. The ultimate dipping sauce for the Phlip menu. So, black pepper, you stir them together. I can smell it already here. And there you have it. Voila. So let me strain these out and have some amazing lunch. Alright, I have to come into here and talk a little bit about what's been happening. As you see, we've been making our rounds, getting to listing the books, and I started listing what I thought were the more, I guess, cheaper books. They were still not cheaper. These things are still like $30 a book. Then I came to this one, The Clue in the Diary. And you guys know, like, I opened the dust jackets to see actually what kind of books are here. These are not the first edition books. These are like the $30 books, but they're still valuable. I opened this one, The Clue in the Diary. I open it to the first edition book. And my heart sank because I'm like, holy moly, it's a first edition with a dust cover. What in the world? So I go to Wharf Point and look at these. Same book I have, same dust cover I have. $997. Same book I have, dust cover, $1,409. Same book I have, where is it? The dust cover, $617. $413. There's nothing listed. There's nothing sold right now on eBay of this book. So I am listing it for $1,000. I mean, why not? It has sold comps in the $1,000 range. So why can't mine sell for $1,000? And my dust cover is in amazing, amazing shape. So I took like 800 million pictures of it and I listed it, and we'll see what happens. You see, all these books have not been listed. We'll see. Is it a $1,000 book? I don't know. Just like that buff man that I found. I found him here, right? Yeah, I found him in Seminole. The Bud Man. I have him listed for $1,000. Is he a $1,000 plush? I don't think so, but the right offer comes along, I'll take it. Right now, I turned down a couple of offers for $250 for him, because I think he's worth at least $500. But I will see. We'll see what the book is worth. But I'm like, so I'm gonna look at all these dust covers now and see if any of them have the first edition on them. I'm doubting because these are in the 40s, so there's no way they would. But you never know. Oh, that's so exciting. That's so exciting to discover that. Cause I was like, still I am. I shouldn't be now after that. So I might get second wind, but I know that I'm not having anything amazing that. But this is why I can't be, I can't niche down. I can't be a niche down seller. Because even these books are worth now maybe potentially thousands, not 1,000, potentially thousands in these books. I still can't get myself to list all of them right away because it's so boring for me to do the same thing over and over and over again. So those of you guys that are niche down sellers, if you only list books, if you only list clothes, if you only list shoes, props to you guys. I could not, my brain doesn't function that way. My brain right now wants to escape and start listing other things. Wants to escape and start doing other things instead of just listing the same old book. But I know I have to keep listing these books because there's a lot of money in them. So we got those two listed right now. I'm gonna grab 5 more, list those, and the goal is to make my way through all of the 30s today. So I have all the 30s done, and then we'll see if the 40s are worth listing by themselves and the 50s are worth listing by themselves, because those might be just make one big lot out of those and those. That might be, I might fly through it. But if you guys, correct me if you guys heard me this before, I need to find that lady again. I need to find that lady, because holy moly, these books might pay my rent for the month. That's how good these books are. Alright, y'all, I have officially cracked under the pressure of listing just books. In this batch, I listed some brand new Crocs for like 50 bucks. We'll see what happens. They actually have like a $70 sticker on them still. These are brand new wedge Crocs, size 8. I listed these. I listed this rechargeable callus remover. This came from the $150 yard sale buy. And I listed 3 more books. Nancy Drew books. These are also late 30s, but it's crazy how much the value drops from early 30s to late 30s on these books. So these books are about $20 books compared to, so saying $100 books, you know. So the passion to list really falls out when you're listing $20 books. Well, you know, it is what it is. Still listed these, so now we have listed 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 16, 17 books today. 17 books were listed. I might list more after I come back from volleyball. We'll see. 17 books listed. We still have 5 left in the 30s, so I might grab like 3 more. I haven't listed anything to Whatnot though, so kind of want to do that because tomorrow is Thursday, and I'm probably gonna go picking again tomorrow for in the garage sale area. Well, garage sale category, because might be garage sales on Thursday, so kind of should probably list some more things for the Whatnot show. So we might do that when I come back from volleyball. I listed all this though, cross-posted all these, so they're pretty good. Listed like 20 things today. That's a lot for me. That's a lot for one day for me. So 20 things, a lot of value, and hopefully it gets paid off and some of these books start selling pretty good. Right now it's going to be close to 5 p.m. I have to leave at 5:30 for volleyball, so I'm probably gonna go cook my steak real quick. Have my steak because I can't eat after volleyball because we end at 8. So I'm gonna probably cook my steak and head to volleyball. Alright, steak is ready. Look at this glorious piece of meat. I think it's a ribeye. One of the last ones I had left over from when I still moved here originally. I don't think I have legit any. Well, I have one left. I got one more steak left from when I originally moved here. Still got some chicken left and stuff from that, but one of the last steaks I have. It's fried. It looks really good. The cast iron. I want to wait for it to rest, and I've been using this opportunity because in the past I've been really bad about cleaning up after myself and letting the dishes rise up and all that. So now every opportunity I have, if I'm grilling outside or I'm cooking in here, something has to rest or I have to wait 5 minutes for something to do, take the opportunity to clean. So this I'm gonna have to wait for it to get a little colder before I can clean my cast iron, but all the other stuff that I used, clean it now, right? That's the way we do it. So that way stuff doesn't get piled up from in the sink and all that stuff. We clean it as soon as I use it. It's like all the stuff that I used for lunch has been cleaned and now it's dry. Put it away, and now I can clean all the stuff I used for dinner and get that all dried up as well. Alright, we're off to volleyball. What we need for volleyball is a knee brace for my knees so it doesn't get hurt. My volleyball shoes that I turned to volleyball shoes. I got these awesome shoes from 80s The Best on Whatnot, and they're not really comfortable to run on, but they're really good for jumping and stuff, like Kyrie's for volleyball. So we grab that, then we grab my Stanley I got from Call Me Gigi on Whatnot. So you guys see most of the stuff that I have is either yard sale or Whatnot. So we're gonna grab all this, head out to volleyball. I don't think I'm gonna take you guys with me. It's gonna be hard for me to record anything there, but I'll talk to you guys when I get back. Alright, we are back from volleyball. That was a lot of fun. That was intense. Another good workout. Crushed my ring goal for the day. Every time I play volleyball, I crush my ring goal. It's just how it works. I just watched the whole Hump Day episode of Derek and Regina on YouTube. My boy Leroy was on there, so we just spent the whole time watching that. Right now it's 10 o'clock, as you see, and 10 is like late for me. I'm becoming an old man flipper up here. 10 o'clock is late. I think I definitely saw a 1 yard sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. in Clearwater. It looks pretty good, but that's 10 a.m. There's probably going to be some other ones, hopefully, around there as well. So I don't know. I haven't seen really much besides that. I think I might spend some time on that just searching for those sales, and then go to sleep. Shower, hit the bed, just did my dishes, cleaned my cast iron from before. I think it's good to go again. I'm gonna probably have some chicken tomorrow, so I took out some chicken to defrost overnight, got some chicken legs. Probably gonna grill them. I think I'm gonna grill them all. I like grilled chicken drumsticks, so that's probably gonna happen. They should be good for the morning, and when I wake up, they should be defrosted, so then I can marinate them and get like a 4-hour marinade going on those, and then put them on the grill for lunch. So yeah, I should technically continue to work. I still have 4 or 5 Nancy Drew books I could list. I haven't listed anything for Whatnot today, so tomorrow might be a heavy Whatnot listing day, and that's probably gonna be a big day. Tomorrow's Whatnot listing day. I still have to figure out a time to film the rest for the 150 yard sale video. I still have a whole box from that stuff that I haven't filmed yet, but I've been too focused on the Nancy Drew stuff. And I should probably consolidate all the stuff here. Like I have a huge bin, just all it has is just Croc shoes, and a speaker and some things in there. Probably should consolidate this so it doesn't look like it's that bad in here. It looks like I have a huge death pile when I don't. Yeah, like I said, I still have 1 box in these bowls. I think that's it. Oh, I have some cutlery here, some silverware here from the 150 yard sale. So I'm almost at the end of that video. I should probably do that tomorrow. I think I should probably do it tomorrow because some of the stuff could be sold on Whatnot this weekend. So that might happen tomorrow. I'm gonna show what else we're doing. I have to edit a main video, clearly doing that. But tomorrow we're doing Nikki Fridays though. So me and my friend Nikki go picking every single Friday together. So on Friday I release the video of my and her adventure. So I know there's definitely, I have some leftovers from when we went from before. I got 2 leftover videos from where we were before, and that's like, those are 2 pretty big sales where we bought a lot. So that might be like the vocal point of the video. Then I might have to do some fillers. So I don't think it should take me too long to do that video tomorrow. But yeah, another good day, another productive day. I listed a lot today. I listed over $2,000 in items today, so that felt pretty good. I mean, you're gonna list $2,000 when one of them is a book that you listed for $1,000, but still $2,000 in listings. That's pretty good. None of the books sold, but I did sell some other things, as you'll see on Friday's order pull video what I sold. So it feels good. It feels weird. It feels good to have the eBay store back, kind of. You know, I've been neglected this side. I've been focusing on YouTube. I've been focusing on Whatnot, and for some reason in my mind I was like, I didn't think I would be able to pull off both and make both work. As of now, it's this weird feeling where it seems like they're both working. I'm not like sugar picking. It's not like I'm like bringing junk to Whatnot. I'm bringing good items to Whatnot, and I'm still bringing good stuff to eBay, and both are working out. Like I already listed, for example, you can see for the show I have Vera Bradley. I look at this nice Coach bag. I got a pebbled leather Dooney and Burke. I could have listed this one for like 80 bucks on eBay. I'm bringing it to Whatnot for $1. Look at these brand new Squishmallows, Disney Squishmallows, Disney Mickey ears. These probably I could list on eBay for $25 and sell them. List them on Whatnot. Some really nice shoes down there that I'm bringing to Whatnot. Awesome glass. I got some iridescent carnival glass I could sell for a lot of money. Up there, Tiffany's Hollow lampshades. There's Lennox. There's art glass up there. I'm bringing good. Oh, these ornaments. Look at these sexy ornaments. These vintage ornaments. I could technically list all this stuff to eBay and just bring junk to Whatnot, but I don't want to do that. I want to bring good quality stuff to Whatnot. I don't want to be the guy who will say, "Oh, Paul brings junk." No, I bring good quality items. And I think the name of the game is volume. As long as you continue getting the volume, I think, and you have a work, like a hard work ethic, I think it is possible to make both work. So that's what we're going to try to do. You try to do, because I'll be honest, the last couple of months were kind of rough here with the financial side. I've had a lot of car issues, car problems, I have to pay for a lot of stuff, unexpected bills, all those sort of things. So plus the cost of living here is a lot more expensive than the cost of living that I had in Sarasota County. Just with everything, with as simple as like electric bill. The electric bill here is double what I used to pay in Northport. It's crazy. My bill here is like $400 a month. I used to pay $200 a month. $4, by the way, a month. This Duke Energy wants to charge me for one person living in the house, plus like the rent, plus everything else. So like I need to, I guess, make more money to make it, and I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Anyways, enough rambling there. I am tired. I'm gonna shower. I'm gonna head to bed. I was gonna say I'll see you guys in the morning, but I probably won't. Alright guys, it is now Thursday morning. It is 11:27 in the morning on Thursday, June something. What is today's date, iPad? iPad, help me out. Thursday, June 6th. It's 11:30 in the morning. About to head out the door and get my hair cut, but I want to fill you guys in about what's been happening so far. So we just got back from our yard sales. I say yard sales plural, even though we only bought things at one. We'll have some good news and bad news today with yard sales, with eBay. eBay might be actually all bad news or might be all good news. We'll see. They're still up in the air. Yard sales. I went to 2 different yard sales. Went to one yard sale that was scheduled for today, but they moved to tomorrow. I went there. There was no signs out. They had some boxes out up front. They were like, yeah, we're not doing it tomorrow. We're not ready for the day. We're moving to tomorrow, which sucks. Whatever happens. Went to another estate sale, which was, I looked at the ad and I was like, I shouldn't go there. But it was a Thursday and I went there. No parking. 8 million cars. So many people in the house. Everything's overpriced, and I'm like, I knew I shouldn't have gone there. I got nothing. I was there for 10 minutes. I tried. I looked up a couple different things. They had some golf clubs for like $10, which weren't terrible, but the grips were destroyed. And they had like an Oscar cooler for $5. I could probably have sold for $30. And a couple things I could make some money on, but I was just not in the mood to buy anything, so I didn't buy anything there. But the first yard sale turned out to be pretty amazing. I think I spent $50 at the first yard sale, and this is what I got the first yard sale. Got these 2 really cool vintage dog pool toys. I have never seen these before. So I had to look these up, see what they go for. This one got this like vintage massager. Got this really cool like black amethyst candlesticks. This awesome art glass boat. These vintage Disney figurines. This gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous paperweight. And then I got a whole bin of stuff for $30, and I just filmed that bin for my main channel because I didn't know what was in there. So I just filmed it for the main channel. This bin, look at all the stuff that we got here. It's really cool doorknobs. We got some Lennox pieces like this cat and that cat. We got this Capodimonte. This is Capodimonte. This is Capodimonte, and then the boat is Capodimonte. So I have high hopes for those. Capodimonte stuff sells really well for me. Got a bunch of Hamco and other things. There's some made in Italy stuff over here. We got a bunch of, this one's Lennox as well, I think. Yeah, Lennox cat as well. Awesome stuff. I paid $30 for everything here. It's gonna be either going on eBay or going to whatnot. But it's a bunch of really cool figurines. We're gonna probably list them tonight. A lot of cool stuff, really cool stuff. So I'm very happy about that. That was a really good yard sale. I'm gonna make a lot of money. I've sold a Capodimonte Swarovski elephant for like $125 in the past, and there's 2 Capodimonte Swarovski things here. There's this pheasant right here. It's Capodimonte Swarovski, and then there's a Capodimonte Swarovski cat as well. So I should do really good on those 2 pieces. at least. I don't know about the other ones. We'll figure those out. That'll be fun. That stuff right there is fun for me to list. I love discovering that stuff, looking into that stuff. That stuff is way more fun to me to list than books. But that's a good transition into eBay. I woke up to two different things today on eBay. Let's start with the bad news first. On my old account, somebody from Europe bought an Olympus point and shoot camera for $300 from me, right? I think I paid $10 for the camera, $300 for me. They bought it, I shipped it out. While it was still shipped out, like it was already went to, it didn't go through eBay International, it went through Pirate Ship. Right, once made it the Pirate Ship headquarters in Miami, so it was like a day after it shipped out, the buyer tried to cancel the order, saying this is not what I want, and I'm like, well, I can't do anything about that because it's already shipped out. It's already in the Pirate Ship headquarters. There's no way. It's like it's on its way to you. So then they try to return the item, saying they didn't return, saying this item does not fit what I need. They did a return again while it was already shipped out and on its way to them. eBay gave them 30 days to return the item because eBay automatically approves things even though it shouldn't. But it did the 30-day approval on the return. They never shipped out the camera back, so I got my money. Right, I got my money. They never shipped the camera back. I don't know if they even got the camera in 30 days. This was just how slow sometimes the Pirate Ship thing can be working. So I got my money. I get woken up today to them opening a case of item not as described or something. After they try to cancel, after they try to do a return, they opened a case. And I get notified that we decided the case in the buyer's favor and we are refunding the $300 from you to the buyer. What? This is why people don't do eBay, guys. This is a clear example of eBay just being not mentally stable in how they treat these cases. There was no reasoning for it. They didn't explain why. Just, hey, you're SOL. You're now out $300. Oh, and you don't get the camera back either. He keeps the camera. Like the stupidest, most dumbest decisions that eBay makes, they make all the freaking time. It was so frustrating. And there's no more eBay number to call out and for me to reach somebody. So I am now dealing with eBay for Business. I opened a case. I just verified my account. So we'll see what we get back from there. Hopefully the people at eBay for Business have a brain and they're like, wait a minute, why is this guy getting screwed over? And hopefully there's something that happens there. And because I'm out of a camera, I'm out of $300. And there's no reasoning for it. You can see the guy's clearly trying to manipulate the system. He tried to cancel, it didn't work. He tried to do a return, it didn't work. So now he's doing a case, and he's trying to manipulate the system as much as they possibly can. And eBay just keeps bending over backwards for him and saying, yes, go. Try to screw this guy over as much as you can. So it's very frustrating. I'm hoping I get an agent with an IQ over 100, and we'll figure something out there. So that was the bad news with eBay. The good news with eBay, on my new account, I woke up to a pretty juicy offer for the book I listed for $1,000 yesterday. And I think, I don't know. I think I made the right decision. I don't know if I did or not. The $1,000 book that I listed yesterday, I woke up to an offer for $500 for it. And when I listed the book, I had a number in my head of like, hey, if I get an offer for $500 or more, I'm going to take it. Here's the book right here, The Clue Diary. That was in my brain, like, oh, if you get an offer for $100 or more, you're taking it. I got an offer for $500. I didn't take it. I didn't take it. I was like, dang, I think it's been listed for less than 24 hours. I countered. So we'll see. I countered at 750, and we'll see. And if they counter back at like 600 or something, I'm definitely taking it. But I was like, just this morning I was like, accept, counter, just debating. And I was like, it's been up for less than 24 hours. Do I take 50% off my offer? It's like, do I? No, counter 750. I countered 750. So we'll see what happens. They might decline, they might accept, they might counter. I don't know, but we know there's an offer out there for $500 on that book, and I know I shouldn't be greedy because I'm in it at less than $1. I know you guys are gonna be commenting saying, Paul, stop being greedy, take the offer, but I don't know. It's just too early for me. I've had the same situation in the past with some things, and I got burned for it, and then other things that I got my money's worth for it for different things. The only thing I remember that I got burned for, I had these Saucony excursion shoes that I bought my first weekend in Florida, and they were up for $40 on eBay and Mercari, all those things, and they were on Mercari for like 2 hours. I got an offer for $30 for them, and I paid $2 for the shoes, and I'm like, 2 to 30 sounds really good, Paul. You should take it. And I counted with 35, and they declined. And now it's been a year and a half, and I sell those shoes. That's like my biggest loss on it, on something that I shouldn't have, that I did not accept right away from things. But then other ones where I had something listed for like 300, I got a offer like 2 hours into it for like 150. I remember I counted at 250, and then a day later they counted at 200, and I took. And there's other situations where I was like, oh, this thing is a nice item. It's been up for not that long. Let me counter, and it worked out in my favor. So we'll see if this works. You guys will stay tuned for both. Stay tuned on the case for $300 and on this book, and we'll see what happens there. So that's kind of, you guys are now up to date on my life. Right now we're heading to the barber shop. I'm gonna get my haircut because I need one. I need a beard trim. This thing is looking rough and patchy. We need to get this situated and look cute again. So that's the plan right now. And then I'm gonna come home, make some lunch. I did marinate the chicken. It's right there. The chicken legs have been marinated. I don't know. Let me know your best marinades for chicken, guys. I have just a basic one. Worcestershire sauce, olive oil, honey, and garlic. That's what I marinate mine in. It's pretty basic. I know. That's what I do. You guys got a killer marinade, let me know as well. I'm down to try different things. But let's go to the barber shop. My man Andy hooked it up once again. Back to looking semi-professional, man. One of the hardest things, guys, all the time, one of the hardest things about moving is finding a barber. I've said it before, I say it again. I wasn't doing vlogs at my new place while I was searching for a barber. And this is the third place that I tried. The first place was man. Second place guy legit butchered me. He did so bad, he destroyed my hair. And then this is the third place I found. I was just driving home from my yard, so I'm like, oh, Forever Faded, whatever, let's check it out. And the dude did such a good job, and I've been going to him every like 3 weeks or so, and he just continues to kill it. They can give me a free bottle of hairspray, so shout out to you, Andy. Gummy hairspray is what he uses on my hair. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. So the original, I just combined original and plan, and we got original. The original plan was to go home and grill the chicken that I have marinating. But here's plan B. While we were at the barber shop, they were discussing sushi and talking about lunch and how he wanted to get sushi for lunch. And I'm like, oh, I'm just looking for a pretty good spot around here for sushi because I'm a sushi fiend. I love my sushi, but I haven't figured out a good spot to eat yet. And he told me there's a spot here in Clearwater that's like 10 minutes from their shop called Kent Sushi that's supposed to be really good. So now I have sushi on my mind, and to be honest, chicken probably won't cut it. Chicken probably will not cut it now. So I'm gonna go and get some sushi for lunch, and then that chicken's gonna be my dinner. That's kind of where we're at right now. It's completely change of plans. We're getting sushi for lunch, then we're getting some canned sushi. I'll take you guys with me for that. We'll see if it's as good as advertised. And that might be my new sushi spot. So it's about 10 minutes from his shop. His shop is about 10 minutes from my house. So I would drive 20 minutes if the sushi's good enough. So hopefully it's as good as advertised. Thank you. One. Okay, y'all. So we got 4 rolls. This is tuna with cream cheese. I'm not used to getting tuna with cream cheese. I got my smoked salmon with cream cheese here too, but tuna with cream cheese. That's an interesting combination. The tuna is so fatty. That is good. It is really good. And we got this is called Japanese bagel here. It's called Philly roll instead of anywhere else. But they add avocado to it. I guess maybe that's what makes it a Japanese bagel. Smoked salmon, cream cheese, avocado. Hard to mess that one up. It was pretty good. You guys know my favorite is eel. I love eel sushi. This is eel, cucumber, and avocado. That one's really good. Really good. And then this one, it's called the Arizona. It's yellowtail with cucumber and smelt roe up top. It's the best sushi I had so far here. If you're gonna rank it, I like the eel the best. Then surprisingly, tuna and cream cheese, second favorite. Then the Philly, and then the Arizona. But they're all really good. Okay, finally home. It's 2 p.m. We're finally home. Changed shirts. I gotta work. I haven't done any work today. It's 2 p.m. and I am leaving again in about an hour to go to another yard sale. There's a yard sale that's happening in Seminole today at 4. I'm trying to get there at 3:30. I think I'm meeting up with Nikki. Told her about it. I think she's gonna meet me there. Let's see. Usually afternoon yard sales do well. So this one's on a Thursday afternoon. It's 4 to 6. So I'm gonna go there. Until then, I think I'm gonna be loading the stuff today onto Whatnot. That's gonna be we'll be loading onto Whatnot and doing some eBay listings as well. And then when I come back from the yard sale, we gotta hit the editing heavy. I haven't started the video for tomorrow yet, so we're gonna have to hit that one up after we come back from the yard sale. Alright, so we did a decent amount of listing. I added a bunch of stuff to the show on Saturday, including that really cool mini picture, these Avon cats. I added a Swarovski Capodimonte starting the book on Saturday. Kind of worried about that. I added the 2 really cool Lynx cats, those figurines. They were all added to the show. I did draft the pictures of 5 things here, including another Nancy Drew book. We're slowly going through all of them. This is a $20 book right here. This is a Cassiuputi Italy House of Goble cat. This thing's like a $50 piece right here. Slow sell-through rate, but $50 piece. Here's a Capodimonte Swarovski peacock. Another $50 piece right here. These are vintage Snow Babies by Parkhurst Hackett. It's about $35 piece right here. And then this Homcoast Coral is $25. So listed all those. Lennox guys are like 25 to 30 bucks each as well. I'm bringing them for $1 to Whatnot. This is like, I don't even know, like a $30 probably cat. Bring it to $1 on Whatnot. These guys are really cool too. These guys are Harvey Knox Kingdom. I got a tiger and a kangaroo up there. And then for future, because I don't want to overload with too many Harvey Knox Lennoxes, I think I want to have these two Harvey Knox on Tuesday together. They're so cute, the turtle and the cat. And then this Lennox cat's going to go on Tuesday as well. So and then the rest of them I haven't gone through. Just put them to the side. I have all of these and stuff to. It's kind of like I said, I'm doing 5 at a time. So we just drafted these and do pictures and load these 5 up today. And by the time we do that, it should be time to head out for the yard sale. All right, we're back from that yard sale. That yard sale was no bueno. Actually, went to that yard sale a couple weeks ago. Bought some stuff there. They were clearing out a little more, adding tools and stuff to it. So it's pretty much I could just go through and pick out more stuff that I already went through, or grab some tools. I looked at some tools. They had decent prices. They had rigid pipe wrenches for like $3 or $4. I mean, I sell those $15 to $20. I think I still have 3 in my eBay store, and I think I sell once like every 6 months. So is there a point to buy more if you already have some in your store you're not moving? For me, there was no point in buying more, especially since I have a bunch of stuff at home that I could be buying. So did not buy one thing at that sale. Came back home. I'm gonna go right now and start on this video. Gotta do this video for tomorrow. I'm gonna go start it. Once I get bored doing it, we'll list a couple more things. Just go back and forth until the video is done. Right now, I'm gotten to the point where, if you guys have been watching my main channel videos, I don't do the green screen anymore. I don't do the outro anymore in the lanai area. And the reason why I stopped doing that originally was because it's a lot of work. And something as small as like a 2 to 3 minute segment on a green screen takes me probably like half an hour to edit, with how intensive that editing session is for me. So I decided just to stop it and just threw in just segments of me sitting on a desk and talking about just like a little intermission segments. And you guys like that more. And I'm like, sweet, I can do less work and you guys like it more? Heck yeah, we're doing that. So now with I'm cutting out the green screen part of my videos, the 30-minute videos take me maybe 2.5 hours to do if I'm just like focusing fully and not doing anything else. But 2.5 hours I can knock the video out. So it doesn't take me that long to edit the video, but that's if all I'm doing. And usually I've been really good at that. When I wake up in the morning and the videos of that day, I can focus really hard on edit. But the days before and stuff, I'm like, I can edit a little bit, do this. So you're probably gonna see me going back and forth with like half an hour editing, half an hour listing, half an hour doing something else, half an hour cooking or whatever. So it won't take me more than 2.5 hours tonight. But it's 3:50 right now. I'll probably be coming back throughout the day, and we'll see what time I fully finish editing this video, if it's even tonight. Alright, it's 5:45 now, and as predicted by me, I did not spend all my attention on one video. I edited about 15 minutes in, so we're halfway done the video. That's great news. But I had to stop what I was doing and went back to listing. So I listed this dog pool toy. It's Fisher Price vintage dog pool toy. It works. Listed it today. I bought it today for $6 at a yard sale. Listed it for what, 35. Listed this Hamco raccoon statue. What did I list you for? Hamco raccoon. That was a $20 piece. And then I listed another book for $20. This cat for $20. And these were alabaster love dove birds made in Italy by A. Santini. Those are $25 as well. Listed all those, plus added more stuff to the Whatnot from the stuff that I bought today. So my Whatnot show on Saturday now has 132 items. 132 items for the Saturday show, and we haven't gone picking yet tomorrow with Nikki. Usually find a lot of stuff from those shows to add to the whatnots. And I haven't gone picking on Saturday yet. And I'm still adding stuff today. So there's like a real chance I might have close to like 200 listings on Saturday. Probably won't, because I have another show tomorrow. I have a raid train tomorrow with Secondhand Sarcasm. That's only a 20-minute raid train. So like I might clone over 20 things from Saturday show to tomorrow and run those instead. I have also been adding like slow things here and there to that show. But like I'll probably clone over 20 things from Saturday show to there. But I don't know, it depends on how much I list, and it depends on how good the stuff I get tomorrow and Saturday. Like I said, 200 might be up there. There'll be a lot of things for people to choose from, that's for sure. We'll see how much, I guess, stamina I have for my Saturday show, how much I can actually run out of those 200. But it's good to have that much variety, and it's all like, majority of the stuff is like really good stuff. So I'm really excited for the Saturday show. Hopefully it does well. You guys will be watching this, I think, on Sunday, so you probably won't see how good or bad I do until then. But now that I'm done with the listing, so I'm putting things away, and then I'm gonna get back to editing. It's how I trick my brain. I talked about this before on these vlogs. Maybe you guys, some of you guys are new watchers here, don't know, but I have ADHD, and I'm very, I don't consider it like a negative. I'm very happy that I have ADHD because of it. I consider that as kind of like a superpower. There's things I do that people that don't have ADHD can't do. I can, like, in my brain, do 3 or 4 things at once and have all 3 things be done, be good. That, I don't know how to explain it, but like I could be listening to something, writing something, and doing something else, and all 3 things are done. And I like in school, I would have my teacher talking, and then do something completely different while the teacher is talking. The teacher would think I'm not paying attention, and I would ask, hey, what did I just say? And I would like recite it word for word what the teacher said. And they're like, oh, you were paying attention. I'm like, yeah, I just do other things while I pay attention. So like that's like a superpower for me. But one of the things that I can't do with ADHD is focus on just one task for too long. So what you'll see this by watching these videos is that I kind of like play games with my head, with my brain. And I'm like, okay, brain, you can focus for 30 minutes on this task, and then you'll find a task boring. So I'll do 30 minutes of editing until you find editing boring, and then I'll go list. And it's kind of how this works. So I found editing. I worked hard for the editing. I'm happy with how it worked. Editing became boring. I went to list. Listing was exciting for me. Now listing is back to being boring, but now editing is back to being exciting for me. So we're gonna sit down again and work on the next part of the video until I get bored with that, and then we'll continue to list or to cook. As time's gonna be started to time to cook in about like an hour or so. So we're gonna go grill the chicken, but let's continue with this video. Alright, y'all, it's 7 p.m. I just finished the video. Really happy with how it turned out. It's about 35 minutes long, and it's everything from one day with Nikki. It's actually like the second already video from this day. It was a good day of picking. It's a good day when you have multiple videos from one day. It's from the same days. I found like a really cool art glass Murano fox with her. This is the same day. We go to a couple more sales and we find some more awesome stuff. So that one is done right now. I got the grill going, about to start our chicken. Have an hour left where I can eat. So it should probably take me about 20 minutes to prepare this. So we should be good on the food session. And then, I don't know, we're gonna do continue to go through this pile probably. That's kind of how I've been going through the stuff that I got. You see we have less and less and less, and then adding 1 or 2 books. That way I'm still listed at Nancy Drew's while going through the stuff that I got. And then if I need like a 5th thing, I'll go to my dev pile in the office and grab 1 or 2 things from there. But yeah, we'll continue to list, continue to list and whatnot, continue to list on eBay, and just, I don't know, that's pretty much what we do here. Alright, it's 7:25. Just took a little longer to cook than because the girl took a little longer to warm up, but they are looking pretty spicy. Look at how nice color on them. We'll turn them over one more time and baste the other side. Let's watch me do that in real time. One hand baste over here. Look at that, brush a little barbecue sauce on this side, and about 1 minute they're gonna be good to come out and rest. So nothing crazy on this, y'all. Just a simple marinade. Put them on the grill, turn them around a couple times. Make sure they don't burn. While they're about ready, put the barbecue sauce. Shut the cover. Let that get into the chicken. And voila. Again, I use the time when chicken's cooking to do errands around the house that I have been prolonging. Like I did the dishes, I took out the trash, took out the recycle, I went and watered my plants, I went and checked all my eBay messages and offers. All that stuff was done just while waiting for chicken to cook. Alright y'all, it is 10:30. It's officially time for this old man to go to bed. Yeah, 10:30 bedtime. That's what we do here on yard sale days. Tomorrow's Friday. We're going picking with Nikki's Corner. As you see, did pretty good on the listings. All I have left from today is just these, and I'm not sure if I was getting listed. Some of these are like unmarked, so they might just get like donated or put like in my bin for a couple bucks and whatnot. I don't know, this man, he's too cute not to run. All these are not marked by anything. Some of these are still Hamcos. I gotta get listed tomorrow, but not much left here. Finished all the 30s books of Nancy Drew's. We'll start doing the 40s tomorrow, I guess. Still got 40s and 50s left of the Nancy Drew's. Nancy Drew's are the only thing that left from those. Never mind. The animated Christmas stuff that I have to test. You see, this is why. A lesson here for me for the future. This is why I don't buy things you have to test, because the things you have to test or do or something, they always get put off to the side by me. I always do this. Like I said, I have $500 in laptops there that I just need to just take one day, sit, get all the right cords for, put them on, restore them, and sell them. And I have $500 plus some laptops, but they're just sitting there. Because I'm like, oh, let me go list this Hanko statue for $25 instead, because it's right here and it's easy. See, this is why I don't buy things like that. Like this is why I pause and buy things, even though the deal is good. The animatronic things were such a good deal, but again, it's just like it's sitting there, and or I can do that, or I can just go and list in this right there. So I don't know. We'll test those one day when we get to it. Which I don't know what day it's gonna be, because like I said, I'm going yard selling tomorrow and Saturday. So those are gonna be 2 big days. Sunday I have to edit my video, I have to pack all my orders. I do a bunch of stuff on Sunday because I'm leaving early Monday morning for West Palm Beach, and I'm doing a buyout of an eBay store in West Palm Beach. So you know, when I come back and grab those things, I ain't testing the animatronics then either. So I don't know when that's gonna get done. No, figure it out. We'll figure it out one day. See, this is when I had like an assistant in Philly. That was their job. Oh yeah, go ahead, test those, test that, you know, stuff that I was kept postponing. Anyways, I'm rambling. Listed a bunch today. Edited a video. Got a bunch of stuff done. Very happy with what was done today. Very, very happy with what was done today. Time for bed. I'm gonna go to yard sales tomorrow. Excited. Talk to you guys, I guess, when we come back.